With over 100 heirs to the Hermes dynasty, someone who is far from the inner circle of the Hermes family is edging closer to claiming a fortune out of the company. A gardener is on the brink of inheriting a colossal $7 billion fortune. Yes, you heard it right, billions with a B. So join us in this video as we unravel the incredible story of how a gardener steps into the spotlight of the Hermes inheritance drama. Let's dive right in. Who wouldn't prefer to pass down their well-earned legacy, built through years of hard work, to their own flesh and blood, rather than a stranger? Conversely, can you fathom being a childless successor in your golden years to a multi-billion-dollar fashion empire? Nicholas Puech, the 80-year-old heir to the Hermes dynasty, worth an astronomical $13 billion, broke all the rules of elite inheritance. The idea of passing it down the family line or donating to charities was cast aside. He plans to leave a mind-boggling $7 billion of his fortune not to a well-groomed relative or a high-profile cause, but to his gardener. Yes, you heard that right. His gardener. A 51-year-old Moroccan father is on the verge of becoming an overnight billionaire. Now, before you say, wow, that must be a really generous gesture, let's delve deeper and you'll find out that this wasn't a simple tale of generosity. It was a complex drama woven with intricate details. Shall we? The Hermes Empire, now a billion-dollar titan, takes us back to the birth of Thierry Hermes in 1801. He entered the world in the charming town of Celle, Germany, nestled amidst the vast expanse of Napoleon's empire. Imagine this unique blend of French and German heritage, setting the stage for young Thierry's extraordinary odyssey. Celle, celebrated as the city of velvet and silk, painted a rich cultural tapestry for Thierry's upbringing. He was the youngest of 6 siblings, cocooned in the nurturing embrace of innkeepers. However, his idyllic childhood was scarred by the harsh realities of disease and war, ultimately leaving him tragically orphaned. Craving new horizons, Thierry embarked on a quest to the bustling streets of Paris in 1821, a city teeming with innovation and boundless opportunities. After a few years, his family resettled in Pont-Odeur, where Thierry meticulously honed his skills in the fine art of leather craftsmanship, a craft that would soon define his legacy. Fast forward to 1837, and the seeds of the Hermes brand had firmly taken root in the vibrant Grands Boulevard quarter of Paris. Thierry established a modest harness workshop, quickly gaining renown for crafting harnesses and bridles of unmatched quality. These were exquisite works of art showcased at the Grand Expositions Universal of Paris. Thierry's discerning eye for craftsmanship led AES through a remarkable transformation. He transitioned from crafting harnesses to crafting exquisite saddles, capturing the hearts of equestrian connoisseurs. A prime example is the Haute Coureuse bag, originally conceived for saddles and riding boots, which marked the brand's inaugural foray into the realm of luxury accessories. Thierry's personal life flourished too, with his union to Christine Pitropi and the birth of their son, Charles Emile. Yet with Thierry's passing in 1878, the mantle of leadership passed on to Charles Emile, and subsequently to his sons Adolphe and Emile Maurice, thus marking the dawn of a new era in the Hermes legacy. The family made a strategic move, relocating their establishment to 24 Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honoré, firmly anchoring Hermes' presence in the heart of Paris, where it stands with pride today. However, Thierry could scarcely have envisioned the remarkable trajectory awaiting his descendants as they steered the brand through the ever-evolving landscape of 19th century Paris. Diversification played a pivotal role in the transformation of Hermes, evolving from a specialized saddlery into a colossal luxury goods empire. During this transformative period, Adolphe and Emile Maurice played instrumental roles in navigating the changing tides of societal preferences. Emile Maurice, in particular, showcased his brilliance by securing exclusive rights to use the zipper in France, a technological milestone that also held cultural significance, lovingly known as the Fermeture Hermes by locals. Craftsmanship was the cornerstone of Hermes, exemplified by a team of 80 highly skilled saddle craftsmen. Remarkably, the brand supplied saddles to none other than the Tsar of Russia, attaining a level of prestige that extended to international royalty. The Roaring Twenties witnessed Emile Maurice's audacious vision as he introduced accessories and clothing collections. To ensure the brand's enduring legacy, the founders welcomed their sons-in-law, Robert Demar, Jean Renegouin, and Francis Puech, into the fold. Following Emile Maurice's passing in 1951, Robert Demar assumed leadership, heralding an era of innovation and triumph for Hermes. In a remarkable twist for a family dynasty like the Hermes Empire, it was the in-laws who propelled the family business to global fashion supremacy in the following decades, ultimately leading to a succession crisis. I guess you now know where the earlier confusion is coming from. If you find content like this engaging, then make sure to subscribe to our channel. You wouldn't want to miss out on our upcoming stories. And don't forget to activate the notification bell so you'll be alerted promptly. So in 1898, Robert Dumar, not born into the Hermes bloodline but connected through marriage, became an integral part of the Hermes family. This union symbolized the merging of families and fortunes, as Robert Dumar adopted the Hermes surname, signifying the convergence of destinies. Robert Dumar, guided by Emile Maurice's wisdom, steered the company towards new horizons, mirroring the changing world. Running parallel to Robert's journey was that of Jean-René Gouin, his brother-in-law, who joined the company in 1926. Together, Robert Dumar, Hermes, and Jean-René Gouin navigated through a world undergoing technological and cultural shifts, paving the way for Hermes' future as a purveyor of luxury. The 1950s saw the introduction of the iconic Duke carriage logo and the famous orange paper boxes. However, the turning point came in 1956 when Grace Kelly, the globally renowned actress and newly anointed Princess of Monaco, used a Hermes bag to discreetly conceal her pregnancy in a feature for Life magazine. The Sac à Dépêche bag was soon renamed the Kelly bag in her honor, securing its place in fashion history. In 1961, Hermes ventured into fragrances, launching its subsidiary alongside the debut of the Calèche scent, marrying the brand's heritage with modern aspirations. The Hermes family expanded further by welcoming Jean-Louis Robert Frederick Dumar, a descendant of Emile Maurice Hermes, into their fold. His upbringing transcended the confines of French classrooms, marked by adventures spanning Iran, Afghanistan, Nepal, Scandinavia, and Czechoslovakia. In 1963, fresh from military service in Algeria, Jean-Louis Dumar embarked on a journey across the Atlantic, landing a position in Bloomingdale's buyer training program in New York. He gleaned invaluable insights into the world of luxury merchandise, insights that would shape his approach to the luxury goods sector. So, under the guidance of his father, Robert Dumar, in 1964, Jean-Louis joined Hermes too. Eventually, in 1978, he took the reins of leadership. Before Jean-Louis could elevate the family name and business to new heights, he faced the daunting challenge of steering the brand through its most challenging period. When he assumed leadership, he actually inherited a brand experiencing stagnation. His tenure signaled a renaissance for Hermes, breathing life into the brand by introducing fresh talent, including Eric Berard and Bernard Sands, who injected new energy into the clothing division with fresh luxury lines. The 1980s and 90s under Jean-Louis Dumar were a golden era for Hermes, marked by unprecedented growth and creativity. During this period, Hermes diversified into men's ready-to-wear and home furnishings, expanding its appeal and market reach. In 2006, the strategic expansion of Hermes bore remarkable fruits, catapulting their revenue to an astonishing $1.9 billion. It wasn't merely a financial triumph, it was a profound redefinition of global luxury. Jean-Louis Dumar, with an unwavering dedication to quality craftsmanship and innovation, had reshaped Hermes, harmonizing its rich heritage with the demands of the modern era. After 28 years at the helm, Dumar retired in January 2006, leaving behind an indelible legacy. Then came Axel Dumar, an heir to the Hermes Dumar lineage, a guardian of a rich heritage. Joining Hermes in 2003, Dumar ascended through various roles before assuming the position of CEO in 2014. His rise was more than a career progression. It was a continuation of a familial saga. Under Dumar's leadership, Hermes thrived, achieving soaring sales and a surging share price. It wasn't just a managerial success. It was a celebration of the distinctive identity of Hermes. And so, we come full circle, back to one of the over 100 heirs of the Hermes dynasty, contemplating the astounding notion of bequeathing billions to a gardener of all people. Nicolas Puech, who is reported to own 5.7% of Hermes, is without any children and is therefore facing the monumental decision of determining the recipient of his colossal $13 billion fortune. Initially, Nicolas had a different plan. His fortune was destined for the Isocrates Foundation, his own charity dedicated to supporting journalism. A signed contract was in place, promising the foundation Nicolas's shares and Hermes unless he fathered a child. But in a stunning turn of events, he rewrote the script. By adopting his gardener, he is seeking to redirect around $7 billion in shares to this unsuspecting man. Like, seriously, what drove a man to make such a decision? Was it sheer eccentricity, or was there a deeper bond? A profound gratitude that transcended the usual employer-employee relationship. Now let's turn our attention to the charitable foundation at the heart of this astounding story. The organization finds itself in the midst of a whirlwind as news of Nicholas Poet's decision to bequeath his vast $7 billion Hermes fortune to his gardener takes the world by storm. How is this charity reacting to the sudden twist of fate? Well, it's safe to say they're not taking it lightly. The charitable foundation is pushing back against Poet's plan to sever ties, a plan they claim to have only recently discovered. In a strongly worded statement, the organization firmly states, from a legal point of view, a unilateral cancellation of the contract of inheritance seems void and unfounded. They are standing their ground, opposing the cancellation of the contract while also expressing a willingness to engage in discussions with their founder. So let me know, what would convince you to share half of your lifetime's wealth with someone who's not in your family tree? Share with me in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up.